Tectone React video, which means every VTuber in the space is going to be chilling for 30 minutes of content. And this one, we're talking about my favorite thing, how white people are being genocided, and we all know it. Let's talk about it.
Up, maggot! It's time for your annual race war.
Let's do it.
You didn't want to be in a race war?
Too bad.
Too bad. You're
Too
in
bad.
one. Your skin color is your uniform, soldier. Black people on this side, white people on this side, Italians. We'll figure it out later.
Yep.
Attention! Which one of you lily lickers mix the white Monster Energy with the Kool-Aid pineapples?
Oh.
How many times do I have to tell you? No mixing. Now get suited up, soldier. You're heading into your first battle. The comments.
Hey, listen, man, all I'm saying is white men need to lock the fuck in and start impregnating white women because these Indians are outbreeding us like crazy, and in like 5 decades, there is going to be no white people left. 8 kids, 10 kids, 20 kids. We're going to be dead in like 5 decades if we don't. Get to having sex.
Section of a Nick Fuentes Instagram reel. Godspeed.
True.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of I am your host, Shoe0nHead. You may know me as Timu Boxy, or perhaps the woman who footmogged Hassan Piker.
I can't wait to see Hassan crash out for 80 minutes over that one little joke, because he literally is the world's most insecure man with the world's smallest head.
Thank you. Thank you. I know a few
amazing.
of you have come here from that last video, so hello, new friends, and old friends, please say hello to the new friends. Do not scare them away. One of the biggest things that happened when I was gone was the conclusion to the Carmelo Anthony trial. Now, for those of you who are unaware, for those of you who have no idea.
To be fair, he was only 17. How is Carmelo Anthony supposed to know that he can't just go around killing random white people because he wants to? Because that's what their culture teaches them. That's what the rap music teaches them. How is he supposed to know? He was just a baby boy. Even Cardi B said it was a great miscarriage of justice that he murdered another human being because he said, hey, you're trespassing in our property. Ridiculous.
Yeah, what has been going on? Don't worry about it, kid. No, but what happened was last year during a Texas high school track meet, Carmelo Anthony, a 19-year-old student, and Austin Metcalf, a 17-year-old student, got into a heated dispute after Carmelo entered
They were both 17. Carmelo was 19 at age of trial.
Austin's tent, which was like a rivalry school's tent. An argument followed, and then allegedly Carmelo said, "Touch me and see what happens," and so Austin shoved him. And
once again, giving full context, Carmelo Anthony was asked to leave 17 times. And every single time he was asked to leave, he would merely say, touch me and find out what happens. He wanted this to happen. He was looking for a reason. Why else would he bring a fucking knife to a track meet? Why else would he trespass and be in the only place he wasn't supposed to be? Body cam footage showed that he could have sat anywhere else. All the seats were empty. He only chose the one tent he was not supposed to be at. This was intentional. This was premeditated. And that's why I'm glad this bastard is locked the fuck up. He is lucky he did not get jail for life.
Carmelo pulled a knife out, and yeah. Austin then passed away in his brother's arms.
Yep.
Court argued that that use of force with a knife was completely unjustified, that a single shove did not justify a deadly response.
Yep.
During the trial, jurors listened to witnesses' accounts of the events, reviewed video evidence, and after a few days, the jury found Carmelo Anthony guilty, and he was sentenced to 35 years in prison. And everyone accepted that outcome because they understand how the law—
You know what the worst thing about this situation is? Austin Metcalf once again died by not being racist. Because if you watch the footage, you see everybody else standing back, not wanting to get near Carmelo Anthony because they assumed that he was dangerous. Austin Metcalf said, fuck it. How hard can it be? I'll just get him out of the tent. It'll be fine. He approaches a black guy, he shoves him, and he gets stabbed in the fucking heart for it. And this is another example of how prejudice and racism can save lives. Look at Irina Zaruska. She would be alive today if she was a bit more racist. And that's what's horrifying about these situations. It sucks. It really does suck.
5 years in prison. And everyone accepted that outcome because they understand how the law works and they respect our justice system. Haha.
Bro, this chick's meme videos are so good. I hope to God she shows them.
Only good crack is a good crack.
Say his name. The murderer's name in jail. Say his name. Like, they're treating this motherfucker like he was George Floyd, who was a violent criminal, by the way, who killed himself, not by the police. right? Like, bro, how about we say Austin Metcalf, the guy who was killed? Where are we in a society where we have more sympathy for the guy who was jailed rather than the kid who was murdered? Fucking insane.
Only good cracker is a dead man.
Well, that's a little bit insane.
I don't have an opinion. I don't have an opinion here.
These kinds of face-to-face, emotion-rising, shouting matches really do no good.
In this video, we are going to discuss the insane reactions to the Carmelo Anthony trial, read some tweets, watch some TikToks, as well as debunk a bunch of misinformation because I am just tired of seeing the same ridiculous, regurgitated talking points repeated ad nauseum by hundreds and thousands of people just believing it as gospel, hyping themselves up into a race war. No, I am not kidding. That is how bad it is getting. Growing up, I was always told not to judge.
That's how bad it's been.
Judge people based on their appearance. That it didn't matter what gender you were, what your sexuality was. Didn't matter if you were short or tall or fat or thin. I was always told that skin color was not important. And it's not. So let's not waste any more time and get straight into this, shall we?
Okay, so I'm going to give you guys something that you all need to hear. And this is the truth. You are low IQ if you do think all blacks are a problem. You are. You are also low IQ if you think all whites are a problem. You are also low IQ if you think all Indians are a problem. Now, you can acknowledge that these races are more likely to commit these crimes, but to damn an entire race is not a smart idea. But people aren't doing that. What they're doing is they're looking at a race and then they're combining it with the way that they're dressed, and then they're combining it with the way that they act. And then with all of those three, they're thinking, okay, this is a black guy who doesn't look too happy right now, with a teardrop tattoo on his face, wearing a wife beater and a boombox. Something is hanging from his waist, which aren't his pants. His pants are halfway down his knees with his boxers showing, and he's got some Jordans on. You are not racist if you want to go to the other side of the street when you see whatever the fuck that is. Just in the same way as if you are a mailman and you see a white man sitting in his fucking rocking chair with someone who's probably his sister on his lap, with a beer in his hand and a shotgun in his other arm, you are not racist if you don't want to go near that. What it is you are smart enough where your brain has programmed prejudice to pattern recognize, oh, I've seen something like this before a bit too many times. I'm going to keep my distance. It's the same thing if I were to tell you red apple, green apple, red apple, green apple, red apple, green apple. What comes next? Did you say red apple? Wow, you're very racist for assuming that. That's not how that works. Your brain is programmed to have crisis avoiding infrastructure built into your brain. And when you see someone who has the skin color, who has the dangerous tattoos, who has the bad clothes, with the bad attitude, and he's coming right at you, you're not racist if you run the fuck away, get across the other side of the street, or if you keep your hand a little bit closer to your concealed carry. You're not. It's called crisis. What's it called? There's a specific word for it. Crisis analysis. Okay, and when you see someone who lines up with the behavior, the look, the outfit, the tattoos, the fucking expression, you're not racist. You're just not. You're just being careful. You are. And you would want your daughter, if your daughter was walking across the street and she were to see 5 Mexicans, tattoos all over their face, all staring at her, okay, fucking greased up, trashy ass clothes, boombox, not speaking English. Do you want your daughter walking through that? Why 5? Because Mexicans travel in packs. Do you want your daughter walking through that? Would you say, oh, sweetie, don't worry about it. Let's not be racist. Let's just walk through them. No, you're going to say, hold my hand, sweetheart. Let's go to the other side. Or, hey, sweetie, let's get back in the car. It's not racism. It's called pattern recognition and crisis analysis. That's all it is. And you know I'm right. And you can sit there and call these people bad. And sure, I agree. If someone thinks all blacks are bad, if someone thinks all Indians are bad, every single time, no matter what, they're retarded. They are. But when they look a certain way, when they act a certain way, when they dress a certain way, there's nothing wrong with trying to remain safe. It is what it is. This video will be demonetized.
They found him guilty so fast right before Juneteenth. These folks playing in our faces. Carmelo's only crime was not allowing himself to get beat down by a white man. Carmelo will get out of prison. That boy ain't getting out of the grave. If he kept his hands to himself, he'd still be enjoying his white privilege today. White people are not victims of racism. You can't be a victim of a system you created. Hey,
Jesus Christ.
Hey, 23-year-old white guy who can't find a job and still lives with your parents. Did you know you created the entire system we're in right now, and therefore it's totally acceptable to hate you and be racist towards you? This is the same stupid shit they say to men, like, oh, you created the patriarchy. Like, who the f are you talking about? Joe Schmo working at Chipotle didn't create shit. The system isn't benefiting white people at all. It's not benefiting anyone except the rich and powerful. The racism equals prejudice plus power bullshit really one-shotted these people, huh? Only a black child can be minding their business, get ambushed, bullied, and pushed around and become the aggressor for protecting himself.
I want to remind you, what a fucking face, that this incident is caught on camera. Like, there's reality and then there's black Twitter. I don't know where the fuck these people get their information from, but it's not Earth. It's not.
What? He was quite literally not minding his own business. He was in a rival's team tent and was asked to leave like a dozen times.
17 times.
Witnesses say he started escalating
Minimum 15 times.
it into a fight and then stabbed someone in the fucking heart. That's not minding your business. Why did they hire that horrible lawyer? Had to be the worst defense in history. Absolutely no reason Carmelo shouldn't have testified. We gotta do better with who
The username of this page is Black Intelligence. You cannot make this up, guys.
we hire to represent us. Plenty of black lawyers in Texas. His family raised like $1 million on GoFundMe and then blew
It was $620,000.
it all on a new house and a fucking Cadillac. So then they had to get a public defender. That baby was sentenced to 35 years. I love the community note. That murderer was sentenced to 35 years. Black people, please carry more than a pocket knife. Get their asses before they can get you.
It's funny because I've seen all these tweets, by the way.
What the hell do you mean, get their asses before they can get you? That's literally what Carmelo did. He got Austin's ass. He killed him. Why the fuck are they acting like Carmelo was the one who died? 35 years on your first offense is over sentencing. Yeah, there has to be a retrial.
Yeah. So Carmelo Anthony at worst will be in there 35 years. Austin Metcalf will never get an opportunity to have one extra day. And I'm pretty sure Austin Metcalf would prefer to be alive in jail than be fucking murdered at 17 years old. A bright future who had a 4.0 GPA. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he would have chosen to be alive today.
This is blatant injustice. First offense.
Carmelo got off easy, and we all know it. First offense, yeah, let's let him have a second offense, and then we can really lock him up. Yeah, let's let him kill two people. He should have got the twin too, is what they think.
And the offense in question is murder. Your Honor, it was only his first murder. 35 years ago, killing a Nazi got you a Purple Heart.
This photo of him crying is AI, by the way. It's not even real. They just used it to make him look more sympathetic.
But now that a German American is president, it gets you a life sentence. All white people deserve no mercy. Now Austin Metcalf, a 17-year-old, is a Nazi because he was white. Also, 35 years ago. Does this dude think World War II was in 1991? Black
No, it was in the 1800s.
Americans, arm yourselves.
World War II was from 1939 to 1945, by the way.
This country is officially a terrorist state of white supremacists. You have no reason to abide by or follow any more laws in this country. Law enforcement and these politicians are all terrorists. Let it all fall. Time for judgment. Just as I suspected. Schizophrenia. I recommend logging the f off. Do these people just live in a completely different reality? A guy gets put in prison for murder and
Bro, black Twitter is fucking insane. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, dude, you will see the most deranged shit in there. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
they're like, wow, what's the point of even following the law anymore? Having a black son gotta be the tops of fears. I'm going insane. It was the white son that was murdered. Why are they acting like the black son was murdered? Why are you scared of having—
Because black people greatly want to be victims so they can villainize everybody else. That's what they want to do. That way they can get more handouts. That way they can get more free opportunities. Everybody fucking knows this.
a black son in this context? Oh, I'm so scared my son will stab someone and go to jail one day. Like, what? What? It's only self-defense when a black kid dies. Literally, multiple witnesses, including black witnesses, including Carmelo's own friends,
23 witnesses.
said that Carmelo was the aggressor in the situation. Also, just in general, murder is not the acceptable punishment for a shove, for a push. That's not how that works. 50,000 likes on that bullshit, by the way. 50,000 people.
Please pull up Cardi B's tweet, because even the A-list celebrities are pushing this propaganda on their fucking on their communities.
Saw that and we're like, hell yeah. Black kids are the only kids who can't afford to make mistakes without dire consequences. Your Honor,
The white kid got fucking killed, by the way.
it was a mistake. My client did a little oopsie poopsie, a little fucky wucky ooh woo, if you will. Black people are held to a higher standard than every other race. We are expected to be perfect, while others are given grace, excuses, and— Hey, stop.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Stop. Just a reminder that this is all in context of the Carmelo Anthony situation. So the held to a higher standard, in this case, the higher standard of do not stab people.
Do not kill people.
Go on. One mistake by a black person gets used to judge an entire community. Oops, I fell and my knife accidentally stabbed your heart.
Yeah.
Austin fell onto Carmelo's knife trying to attack him.
That's
because
real?
the knife is 3.5 inches. The cut was only 2.
I'm crashing out. I'm crashing the f out. Please let the next one be somewhat
Brother.
rational. Y'all gentlemen are
That's
so
crazy.
fucking dumb. Y'all really thought that he
That's
was gonna get
crazy.
away with stabbing
White people are not angry enough about this shit, bro. They're just not.
that kid to death. I can tell a lot of you were raised by hoes. Finally, a normal, sane person. A strong black father tells you early that you can't get away with the same shit whites do. Oh goddammit, had me in the first half. When do white people get away with stabbing?
It's never happened.
What is this? Where do
never
these
happened.
people live? Earth 2? Culture.
Yes.
When you get called for jury duty, do that shit. Make sure you do your part in serving justice. Every black defendant in every court everywhere is Carmelo Anthony.
Jesus.
Every black defendant in every court everywhere is Carmelo Anthony. Every black defendant in every court case everywhere is a murderer. Are you sure that's what you want to go with? I love how he's basically like,
Yes.
go do jury duty so you can go blindly support any black person regardless of what they did. What the
called
like, I
racism,
don't
in
support
fact.
every white person.
Same.
Some of you are dumb. What's
Yep.
wild is this wasn't even like a cop kills black guy thing where like there might be some debate about like police brutality and over policing and things like that. No, this was just straight up a black kid stabbed a white kid, and they're
Yep.
losing their minds because he's going to prison over it.
Yep.
Fascinating.
Carmelo Anthony had been white, not only would he have not been convicted, there'd have never been charges. The only reason Carmelo Anthony was convicted was because we are a broken, fucking bigoted country, and Carmelo Anthony was black.
Wow, thanks for the input, gay Colonel Sanders. I fucking hate the Yellowstone hick lib
Yep.
bit. Oh, I'm a big tough country cowboy. Y'all better not say I'm slurs around here. Yeehaw! Wow, just freaking wow.
Thank you for showing this dumb fucking reason.
Disgusting. This is not justice. This is trying to make an example. Dear white
Embarrassing.
people, don't let this verdict fool you. You'll still get fucked up playing them Austin games. Don't let this verdict of a guy who
We still go kill you. Don't get it twisted. We still go kill you. Wow, what a tough tweet, bro.
stab someone fool you. You're still gonna get stabbed. What? Strong suspicion that a lot of pro-Carmelo stuff I see here is some psyop. Bro. This is what I tried to tell myself for like 6 years about the online left. It's all a CIA psyop from the billionaires to make leftism look as unappealing as possible to the working class. Bro. Of course an all-white jury found a black boy guilty for defending himself. Fuck you racist white pieces of shit. Fuck you racist white pieces of shit.
How is there
That
so
sounds
many?
extremely racist. Black people can't be racist, stupid hoe.
There
It
it
was
is.
not an all-white jury. There were Asian people, there were Hispanic people, and
White, Mexican, and Asians. There were just no blacks on the jury, so they got to freak the fuck out. Yeah, Asians, Indians, Mexicans, whites, many different colors on jury, but they only focus on anti-white propaganda because black people still hate white people for something that they themselves never experienced. And that's what's holding our past back, is because these people can't move the fuck on.
the black people they did ask to do jury duty in this case turned it down because they admitted they would be too biased. Like they literally said they would just vote not guilty because Carmelo is black. On one hand, I appreciate the honesty. On the other hand, what the f?
Yep.
If they say, can you be fair? don't say, no, I'm not finna put a black man in jail. Don't say that. Don't say, I hate white people and I don't care what he did. Don't do that.
Jesus.
That's what people were doing in this case. Okay, and then everybody's
crazy.
like in an uproar because there's no black people on the jury, when damn near half of the black people who could have been on the jury canceled themselves out. You know? Don't do that. Y'all be regular.
Overruled.
Just be regular.
Oh God.
That's right. Get in there and lie to the court so you can
Yeah, we need more murderers on the streets, guys. We need more. How are these two people not in jail for even remotely encouraging their audience to do that? I really believe that content creators need to be held at a higher degree for what they encourage their community of thousands of people to do. That's insane.
a person because he murdered a white guy. Incredible stuff. Also, I like how they said, just be regular. Just be regular. Just get on the jury so you can free the murderer. Then return to acting irregular. This case is really affecting me.
Jesus.
Making me want to go to law school and fight for my people. I'm sorry. I'm confused. Your people being murderers?
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about? Murderers?
Yes.
Your people being murderers? Also, if by some miracle you happen to get into law school, you'll be disappointed to find out that intentionally stabbing someone and killing them is in fact
I just really wish I could, as a white man, get away with murder, just like all these other white people getting away with murder.
murder regardless of what your skin color is. And there were some people coming at me like, oh, I bet you'll defend Chud the Builder. And like, first of all,
I'm still waiting for the body cam footage before having a verdict on Chud the Builder. And I think more people should wait to see facts and evidence before weighing in. We're hearing a lot of allegations and people are taking them as fact. I'm not saying shit until I know exactly what happened.
who the f is Chud the Builder? This is how I know I'm getting old. They keep making these random fucking streamers in a vat overnight and then like releasing them. Did you hear about Pee Boy 57? Like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I don't know who that is. If Chud the Builder killed someone, or in this case, attempted to kill someone, then he should face consequences for that. Yes. Okay, your
Unless it was in an act of self-defense.
turn. Should Carmelo Anthony face consequences? No? Oh, that's weird. Looks like only one of us is the hypocrite here. See, I am not like you. I have a functioning brain and an IQ of probably...
There's multiple stories about Chud the Builder. One was that he provoked and killed the guy. The other one, that the other guy knew Chud was going to be there, so he waited for him and attacked him, had him on the ground, and then Chud shot him. I'm still waiting to see proof of either.
maybe over 100. I can look at things
My mind is still
on
open.
a case-by-case basis and not
Yes.
blindly support or attack something.
Same.
Like a mindless drone. Let's
True.
go see what they're saying over on Blue Sky, shall we?
I bet it's very
Fellow
happy.
white people.
Here we go.
Never mind. Never mind. I'm done. I'm done again. Bye. Stay out of black people's mentions about Carmelo Anthony. We are the reason not one black juror was seated. We are the reason that an appeal filed on those grounds
Yeah,
will
no, we're
surely
not.
fail. We are the reason Jim Crow is once again law of the land. Oh my god! What has this country come to when a man can't freely murder another man in cold blood and get away with it? Literally Jim Crow. Yeah, white people cannot be trusted after this trial with Carmelo Anthony. Honestly, that 35-year sentence coming down on the teenager Carmelo Anthony felt like a proxy for a lynching. Carmelo Anthony defended himself against two white supremacists. Now that black people stand up for themselves, white fragility is taking over.
Notice the flag in bio. Jesus.
They simply can't handle it.
joke.
He saved himself from being lynched, and now he has to spend decades in prison. F***ing racist country.
There it is.
He was being lynched? Yes. Do these people live in the Netflix adaptation version of reality or something? What is going on? Stabby.
Yes, they do.
Jail. No stabby. No jail. The only reason Carmelo was convicted is because he was black. If this was a white boy, there would never be charges files. I decree
No, if it was a white boy, he wouldn't have stabbed him for no reason.
that the people who was involved with this case will begin to reap the unjust decision upon their own head to 1,000 generation.
That's right.
All you bigoted racist people. An all-white
that
jury.
word.
Of course Carmelo Anthony would be convicted.
There it is.
Not an all-white jury. Yes, an all-white jury. Stop
Jesus.
trying to make excuses for racism. No, not an all-white jury. Who are they trying to convince? Other people or themselves? Anyone
Themselves, and they realize that they're not going to research into it. So they just get to get away with lies. That's what everybody does. Welcome to the media.
defending Carmelo Anthony knows that they're not defending him in good faith. Carmelo is obviously guilty of a murder that he intentionally instigated. Defending murders like this only hurts the black community. We need to hold ourselves accountable and hold ourselves to a higher standard. Oh my god, a normal person
Wow, a reasonable take. I love that. I bet the comments are so sane.
on Blue Sky. Bro, what are you doing? Get out of there. Go, run! An all-white jury in Texas convicted Carmelo Anthony of murder. Proof that the US never ended the practice of lynching. They let the courts do it instead. You don't have to support what Carmelo Anthony did to recognize the problem with sentencing a child to spend 35 years in prison based off of the deliberations of an all-white jury. Said it again, award! Said it again, award! All-white jury! All-white jury!
Do you think a bunch of racist black people are going to be like, well, hold up, let me check the facts before I damn the white person? No, obviously not, because they want us to be guilty. They want us to be these villains that they have created in their heads. They're obviously not going to look for a way to make a white man innocent, obviously.
It's time to play Horseshoe Theory! Contestant number 1. Here is the tweet. Stop sending your kids to these race schools.
Here we go.
Oh, stop sending your kids to these black schools.
Nope, white schools.
Definitely a white supremacist.
Oh, I'm sorry. The tweet is stop sending your kids to these white schools. And it came from the account Dapper Domo, who is black. You know what
So he would be a black supremacist, right?
that means? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Into the pit! Stop bringing non-black people into black spaces. Teach your kids to defend themselves by any means possible. Keep your black kids in black spaces as much as possible. Keep your black children away from these devils.
If we had segregation still, none of this would have happened. He wouldn't have had no
I mean, she's right.
interactions with any white boy because we would have been in an all-black school.
We are going to reverse engineer segregation, aren't we? But wokely. We don't want those evil white people drinking out of the same water fountain as us, am I right?
Oh no. I would hate to be in an all-white neighborhood. Oh, God, that would suck.
Honestly, my honest, real opinion about this, my hot take of the video, everybody, here it comes. Lukewarm, microwaved, 4-day-old mac and cheese take, here it comes. If they want to go make their own, like, all-black schools.
So I live in an all-white neighborhood. You know what my biggest issue is that I have in my neighborhood? Like once a month, some dog will come shit on my yard and they'll forget to pick it up because they're on like a phone call. That's my biggest issue. You know what my biggest issue was when I lived in an all Mexican neighborhood? Having a leader of MS-13 hold me up to a brick wall and put a knife against my throat. Yeah, I'll be real, man. I like being around whites. They're great. They're good people.
All black towns, they should be allowed to. Go for it. Black people want to go create Wakanda? They should be able to. But white people should be allowed to create Agartha. If people want to willingly segregate themselves, they should be allowed to go ahead and do that.
Agartha mentioned, I also believe it should be totally okay to have all white neighborhoods. I do. Brother. I would pay a premium to live in a all white neighborhood. There should be all white neighborhoods, all Mexican neighborhoods, all Asian neighborhoods, all black neighborhoods. Completely fine. Completely fine. There's so many Muslim-only neighborhoods, so many black-only neighborhoods. Let us whites have our space. We're totally cool with that. That would be fucking awesome. The problem is, all y'all motherfuckers know us white people got the best neighborhoods. And so you're mad. By the way, great quote. When was the last time you ever heard anybody say, oh man, my neighborhood was so good, but then all these whites came in? You've never heard that because white people are fucking amazing. And you know that you'll feel safe around us because we're great people. So yeah, I would love to live in an all white neighborhood. That would be amazing.
Dead ass, who cares?
What if we're mixed? Ew. Ugh. Ugh. Jesus. Anyways.
Everyone else can live in a desegregated society. They can go have their ethnostates. But you know, there's only one side that will not be able to do that. I always wondered though, let's say they do make a white ethnostate. What counts as white? Because 100 years ago, I would not have counted as white. I'm Ellis Island Mystery Meat. You know this. Is there like a one
I got no idea what the fuck you are, Boxy.
drop rule? Do they like whip out the eye chart at the gate and they're like, ah yes, A10s. You may enter. Is Brittany Venti allowed in the white ethnostate?
No.
Honestly, she's like an honorary Aryan at this point. She white mogs me. Anyway, we are getting distracted. Where were we? Ah yes, hell. we were in hell. I'm black. I haven't stabbed anyone in the chest after being asked to leave a tent. I'm not in prison. I'm free. It's not hard to not commit a crime. Listen,
Yeah! Get his ass! Good shit. I'm gonna go follow that guy later. God, I love it. I love it. Common sense accounts. I love it.
Appreciate the sentiment here, but how did we get to a point where this is like a breath of fresh air?
I know.
Let's check the replies. Hopefully people are agreeing. Shut your hoe ass up. Emmett Till didn't commit a crime either. What happened to him? You're not black. You're not black. You're a boy, you ain't black. You may be black, but you ain't black. Yes, because being black is supporting all black people everywhere regardless of what they have done. All the normal black people are just called like pick-me's. They're called pick-me's for having a brain and not going along with this race grievance bullshit. Every time like they speak out about this, they're just called the C word, you know what I mean? The term for this animal.
Raccoon?
Is that a slur? Like, I know what that's like to a degree. Granted, it's over me making fun of like women on TikTok, but like I know what it's like watching people in your community act like fucking morons. I feel you, my brothers. Oh my god, editor. Edit that out, edit that out. By the way, if you want an uncensored, uncucked version of this video and all the videos a day early, sign up to be a member on my Patreon, link.
Dude, I need to do that shit too. Or upload my videos to Rumble. Because like my reacts on stream are infinitely different than the like 100% cucked versions YouTube watchers get. I really do need more people to come to my Rumble. But you can't say shit, bro. You can't say shit. Otherwise, they're gonna fucking permaban you like they did to Nux.
Down below, all Patreon members get the uncensored, uncucked version. You can hear me say fucking shit and Anyway, let's get back to the video. Oh my god.
This is a racist ass country. We're in a racist ass state.
There it is.
This is a racist ass court.
Keep saying that word. Maybe if I say racist enough, I'll get justice. Maybe if I just keep saying racist. Okay.
Ain't nothing else to talk about.
First of all, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was staring at her titties the whole time.
I was doing the same thing.
Those are giant titties.
Yep.
Just left the courthouse and any white person can get it for real. I don't give a f it. Dig Austin Metcalf up and stab his ass again. Apparently a bunch of people on TikTok are doing the Austin Bop, where they dance to a song made about Austin Metcalf's murder.
I'm still disappointed none of these f***ers accidentally killed themselves while doing the Austin Bop. That would have been hilarious.
While reenacting the stabbing.
Austin Bop, knife had blood on the tip when he dropped. How the f*** he's gonna get stopped in his shit? Going out back, Marlo out the box.
They were also making AI photos of themselves pissing on Austin's grave. You know, I was always told not to judge.
This is a 17-year-old boy, by the way. A 17-year-old boy who was murdered, and they're AI photoing themselves pissing on it. What a wonderful community.
People by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. And boy, am I judging these people by the content of their character.
Yep.
What the f***? These people are freaks.
Yep.
Martin Luther King Jr. would be rolling in his grave looking at all this. Carmelo
True.
Anthony, a black teenager, has been sentenced to 35 years in prison after being convicted by a jury with
Here we
no
go.
black jurors.
Yep. Keep saying that white
Here we
people
go
are bad.
again. No black jurors. Who is this moron? Who is this idiot? Oh! Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter. Wonderful. Awesome. I'm done. It's been a good 12 years.
Jesus.
But I'm done. Channel's done. Video's over. This officially broke me. I'm done.
Lord.
Go watch Moist Critical. Go watch Asmongold. I'm done.
Say it.
And right off the bat, man, free Carmelo. Straight up. I don't give a fuck about it.
If you describe what this man looks to a police officer in the UK, they would arrest you for being racist.
No white lies. F that cracker. We smoking on that Austin Pat. I don't care anymore because it ain't no good in this shit. It ain't nothing good that's
God has already delivered this man his punishment. You know? Hey, just go ahead and ignore this one, boys. He's already fucked.
in this shit. But they trying to lay the law down. All that shit. Y'all gotta give it up. Y'all gotta give it up.
Like, I don't care anymore because it ain't no good in that shit. It ain't nothing good that's in this shit. But they try to lay the law down up that shit. Y'all gotta give it up. Y'all gotta give it up.
True.
Beautifully said. Thank you, sir.
There isn't a black American.
almost more inbred than Hassan.
American on earth that is surprised by what just happened to
Here we
Carmelo Anthony. Not one black face in that jury box, not one peer, not one person who has ever navigated this country in melanated skin. And if you think that doesn't matter, then you haven't been paying attention to the last 400 years of American history because you don't want to. This is
400 years of American history. Guys, who's gonna tell her what happened in 1776? Who's gonna tell her?
not new. This is the system working exactly as it was designed.
First of all, the Black Panther LARP is cringe. It's gotta go. This isn't the 1960s. You aren't protesting segregation. You're making a fucking TikTok video, okay? Second of all, this is the system working exactly how it was designed. Yeah, I'd hope. When you kill someone, you go to jail. Like, am I missing something? It was actually a refreshing change that the system was working for once. I'm tired of waking up to headlines like, man who raped corpse on subway gets 5 years in jail. Like, I'm not kidding. That was like a real headline I saw the other day.
I'ma say it's in nobody.
Yeah, they still haven't even talked about the story of the black teenager killing his white teacher. Sorry, let me rephrase that. This is a real story. Black teenager gets his white teacher to follow him to the bathroom. He then rapes her. He then kills her. He then ties her corpse up to a tree and then rapes the corpse. That happened in the past 3 months, by the way, and nobody's talking about it.
I just can say, Austin. Glad your ass dead. Austin, fuck his family, and I hope they get this message to have a up day in here, Austin. I hope you over there burning up, bitch.
I'm so proud of y'all for killing that white boy. See, they not used to this happening to them, y'all.
Actually, we are, because black people kill white people 13 times more than white people kill black people. Oh, and by the way, there is over 11 times more white people than there are black people in the United States. If you're not shocked by those statistics, I don't know what will shock you. So yes, in fact, white people are used to hearing about black people killing white people. We're very used to it. That's why people are fucking furious.
My only problem is it should happen more. Can we please pick a day where we just f***ing white people up? Matter of fact, I wish I knew where the little white boy grave was so I can go spit on that bitch.
How do people not get arrested for putting this type of propaganda out on the internet?
Are any of these videos still up?
I know.
There were so many of these videos. Are these people like CIA psyops?
They have to be.
I'm doing it again. No. This got so bad that people were actually going out and assaulting white people to get revenge. Obviously, I can't show these videos, but there were multiple incidences of this. These people live in a delusional alternate reality, and they're becoming radicalized to take revenge for shit that isn't even happening. But like every other week, I have to read another stupid New York Times article about how like 20-year-old white boys are being radicalized into the alt-right because they watched Jordan Peterson or some shit. Like, you. And like, people have been so brainwashed to believe that they're racist because they post like edgy memes. No, you're not racist with your 4chan memes. These people are racists. You're like a level 1, maybe level 2 racist. These are like level 9 racists. You have no idea what racism is. I've seen your friend groups. Racist friend groups do not care what race you are as long as you are also racist. These people are significantly more racist than you will ever be. Hell, even the KKK, level 10 racists, wore hoods to conceal their identity. These people are out here posting this shit. Full government name and face.
I got 5 boys. I don't know what. I ain't got nothing to tell them no more.
I deadass gotta look at my.
I can't believe that woman has to go home and tell her black children that they can't just go stab white people for fun anymore. Man, this is so sad.
Sweet innocent son one day and explain to him that people hate us simply because we were born black. What am I supposed to tell my son? I don't know. Not to kill people? Like, okay, sorry. I don't know what it's like to be black, okay? I don't know, maybe it's-
I do. And I am part black. I'm 22%. It's awesome. I get to cry and be a victim all day, get free shit. It's dope.
It's a completely different experience that I will never understand. But in this case, nobody is hating Carmelo because he is black. They're hating Carmelo because he killed someone. I basically said this on Twitter and some liberal account was like, remember when Shoe was a leftist?
There it is.
Ah yes, the famous leftist policy, being pro-murder I remember back when
I mean, to be fair, ask them about how they feel about pregnancies. If you don't think that leftists are pro-murder, you are sorely mistaken.
Head was pro-murder.
They have got you to believe that a 9-month-old baby, in fact, is not a human life. That's how fucking brainwashed these people are. If you don't think leftists are pro-murder, you are just delusional.
Silly me! How could I fall so far? Leftism isn't about wealth inequality or workers' rights. No. It's about letting black people stab white people.
Yep.
Clearly. To be completely honest, I have seen what being a good leftist is to you people, and with all due respect, you fucking no thank you.
We also know now that yes, Carmelo Anthony may have had a tool in his backpack that no, he shouldn't have brought it.
By a tool, do you mean a fucking knife?
To a track meet, but it was there. It had a 3.5-inch blade. But also in that backpack, he had snacks. He had school puzzles, and he had a cross.
Your Honor, yes, the defendant may have had a knife, but he also had Cool Ranch Doritos.
So... oh, man, she is killing me right now.
That's my case. Real lawyer, by the way. That woman is a real lawyer. There were thousands and thousands of videos and tweets just like this. You probably get the point. These weren't just like cherry picked. They were everywhere. But it wasn't just Twitter nobodies and blue sky nobodies. There was also sitting Congress people saying this insane shit.
Black women live in fear and agony every single day.
Please stop appropriating my culture and taking our hairstyles. Okay? This woman is a super psycho racist for taking our white people hairstyles. So I better not see this talk about cornrows anymore, which, by the way, cornrows are also something that white people made, aka Vikings. Man, this woman's entire persona just screams hypocrisy and lack of intelligence.
A fear and agony that I promise you.
And that's really strange because usually black women are usually really smart.
The Metcalfs probably never spent a day living that way.
Yes, someone's teenage son was murdered, but please keep in mind the real victims here. Black women.
I don't know what it was like. It seemed like it was a multi-tool, almost like a Swiss Army.
Like with like with the little scissors and everything.
Mm-hmm. No, it was a fucking switched out dagger.
Whatever. So it was small.
Your Honor,
it was 3.5 inches.
The knife my client used to kill the man was small. What? By the way, I've not seen a single Democrat politician come out and disavow this idiot. So until then, I'm just going to assume they all agree. What's funny is they can't come out and disavow it because they'll all be attacked and called racist, and they know it. This was a viral Substack written by a university professor. Are you ready for this? Dear Jeff Metcalf, your son is dead because you failed to teach him that black boys have boundaries. Yesterday evening, Jeff Metcalf, the father of Austin Metcalf, used his victim impact statement to address Carmelo Anthony directly after he was sentenced to 35 years after the court treated his act of survival as murder. The elder Metcalf reportedly described Austin as a boy, twin, son, leader, true warrior. He remembered him as a baby grabbing his finger. He talked about teaching him to fish, watching him take his first buck, and seeing him grow up too fast. He spoke of a scholarship created in Austin's memory, and said his family has been robbed. And right there, his own words, Jeff Metcalf told on himself. In your own memorial language, you told us about the kind of white boyhood Austin was raised inside. It was a boyhood steeped in conquest language, hunting rituals.
Oh my God. Yeah, he was trained to kill black people. Oh my God.
Warrior fantasies, masculine toughness, and the romance of force. You told us about a child praised for not just being kind, curious, gentle, or careful, but for becoming a leader and a warrior in a racist culture where those words...
Yeah, and he pushed him. God, so mean. He deserved to get stabbed. Holy fuck. This is crazy.
Too often mean dominance. This psycho saw a grieving father describe his son as a leader and a warrior and freak the fuck out because his son is white and therefore that's like white supremacy or some shit. In their world, white people are like only allowed to hate themselves, right? That's why libs are often the way that they are. Just
why do you think white women always shit on other whites? Because they want to be seen as one of the good ones. Pathetic.
Like absolute cucks just like rolling over and showing their bellies. Haha, white people can't dance. Haha, white people like they don't season their food. Because being anything other than that.
To be fair, my God, do white people not season their food though? Like holy shit, we got to work on that. But that being said, black people wash their chicken. So who's more retarded?
That gets you treated like this. Reminder that this is a professor in a college teaching students right now, and you wonder why people are the way that they are. I swear we had it made in the 90s.
If you don't think that schools and colleges are indoctrinating your children into being, you know what? Come to rumble.com/Tectone and ask me what I was about to say, because I'm not going to say that on this platform because it would give my editor way too much work to censor. So I'm just going to go ahead and redact that. Come to rumble.com/Tectone if you want my full thoughts.
That was like peak normalcy. Do you feel that way? Maybe I'm just like a stupid millennial, like nostalgia because I was a child back then and didn't know. I don't know. I kind of feel like race relations were better back then because it was all like, oh, we don't see color. And then they flipped it and they were like, actually, if you don't see color, you're racist. You have to acknowledge your white privilege and you're a colonizer. Like, what the f-? I feel like my worldview's just been shattered. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean we can't just all be in a circle and sing Kumbaya? What is this? Like,
That's why I believe people who call themselves conservatives aren't actually conservative. We can't conserve what we have because what we have right now is a fucking joke. We need to regress. And we need to go back minimum 25 to 30 years to make this country feel fucking normal again. Because right now it's a fucking mess. Right? It is. It's a fucking mess.
I was always taught from my parents, from my teachers, like, we shouldn't judge people on their skin color, blah, 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 blah. And like, were these people just not taught that? Were they not taught that? I feel like they were just taught from a young age, like, white people bad, like, it was just hammered into their fucking heads. And like, honestly, like, white people get told that in like university. Like, they go to college and they get told, white people bad, Wait
till Shoe0nHead realizes that 97% of the public schools teaching us are using books written by Jeffrey Epstein's father-in-law. Wait till she goes down that rabbit hole. Wait till she sees how many times U.S. history was rewritten to make white people seem like useless pieces of shit.
It's really upsetting that a family had to bury their child, and it's all being overshadowed by insane people trying to make it about race. In a normal world, it wouldn't be about race, but we don't live in a normal world. I would like to believe a majority of people don't believe in some, like, Civil War, race war thing and still believe in the Kumbaya bullshit. Like, I just want to be like, okay, this is just a minority of crazy people on the internet. At least that's what I tell myself. So that was that video. Hopefully you got some enjoyment out of my brain breaking. If you like this video, please subscribe. And if you can, donate to my Patreon, link down below. We have started doing Patreon only live streams.
That's amazing. Go support her Patreon. That was an amazing video. And yes, I enjoyed it. However, the subject matter pissed me the f off.